Hello and welcome to the Facing Your Fears, Turning Fear into Courage. We are on chapter 28. It's called Pretty Bricks. Pretty Bricks. So I came up with this because a friend of mine in her office had these beautiful packages. They were wrapping paper, but inside they were bricks and they looked so pretty on the outside. But if you carry bricks, it gets very heavy. And I think we do this. We do this in so many ways just today on our planet. Not that there aren't bricks to carry. We certainly have things to worry about or to be concerned about or to take action about. And I'm never saying be complacent. If you can do something about something that is a problem out in our world or for another person, please do it if it feels right to you. But to carry them around every day, every moment of the day within our brains, our hearts, our souls, our bodies, it wears us down. And there's too much that we need to do to first keep our vibrational level up and also to make sure that we're healing this world and not hurting the world with our thoughts, with our words, with our intentions, with our messages. So today, let's look at the pretty bricks. In the book, I talk about what pretty bricks are you physically carrying around? So you know that everything that we own owns us. All of these things, the books, the plant, I love the plants, the lamps, everything here in my office, they own me. I own them, but they also own me. I need to water these plants and make sure they stay alive. I have to dust or clean or do whatever has to be done to make the office nice. And if you look at all the things that we carry physically in our field, I'd say, our energetic field. When I'm here in the office, I look around, I do love this stuff, but it is just stuff. And if there are things that I can get rid of, I do get rid of it because I don't want too much stuff to weigh me down, to clutter up my life, to kind of take my vibrational level down. So be careful of things you buy, be careful of things that you think you want or that you need to have. We really don't need that much. I feel like telling the story about when I walked across Spain for the 500 miles by myself. That was like 8 years ago. And all I had was a backpack and all I had to do was walk, eat, sleep, drink water. It was just wonderful. Meet people along the way. But all I had to carry was what was on my back. And when I came home and I looked in my closet of all the clothes I had and all the things, I actually started crying because I thought, this is too complicated. I don't need or want all this. And if you looked in my closet now, I don't have very much. I don't need it. I don't want it. That's me. I mean, I know a lot of people love that kind of stuff, but it does not make me feel better. It weighs me down. And so the physical things, please be careful. If you're bringing something into your house, make sure you get rid of something. I think it's a rule that we don't need more, we need less. So the physical is one thing. And the other part that physically we carry within our bodies, besides the energy that we'll talk about, but we carry, like, I'm not big on jewelry. I have a couple of things, but the jewelry, the purses, the bags, the weight, whatever we might carry physically within our body is also a tough one. And anything that we're putting in our body, it may look good on the outside. It may be temporarily, like the sugar, the wine, whatever it might look like it'll be good for that moment, but in the long run, it's not so great. So that's the other way to look at these things that look pretty, but they might not be so good for us. And it's your decision. I'm not trying to be a preacher, although I sound like one, don't I? Okay. The other part that we really carry is what's here in our head. We are weighing ourselves down, taking our energy and putting a cover on it by the things that we worry about, the things that we are preoccupied with, the words we say, the stories we share with one another, the thoughts we have when we're alone or even when we're with somebody. We've done so much work in this program up until now about judgment and criticism. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Please change your thinking. Change your thinking to have limitless ability to do the things you want to do, to be the person you want to be. No restraints, no limits. Those thoughts, those negative programming, they're bricks that we walk around with the bricks in our brain. And of course, it feels heavy. Of course, it doesn't make us creative. When we're worrying, when we're preoccupied with the negative, we can't problem solve. We can't create beauty. We can't create music or art or any of the things that bring us joy. We can't dance, which I think dancing is really fun and important. So think about just yourself. Is there anything you're carrying? I know that there are things going on the planet, and it is not fun or even anything to read the news or to hear the news. Yet I want to be an example to someone to say, hey, if we've got a solution, let's go for it. If we've got answers, let's go for it. The other part is to shine your light wherever you go so that maybe someone who has the answers or the solutions can feel free enough to come up with it and suggest it or make sure that it's implemented so that governments can calm down and countries can calm down. The planet can be taken care of. The animals, the plants can all be taken care of. We can only do that kind of stuff when we're in a creative, positive mode of determination, of intention, of shining our light on the darkness so that it comes into the light. And the other part is the emotional stuff we carry. There are many of us that have broken hearts, that are sad, grief, loss, things that have happened. Go talk to somebody so that those things can be dealt with and your heart can feel lighter, brighter, more hopeful, more joyful. There's a hierarchy of what our feelings can be. And when we're living in joy and optimism, contentment, peace, there's a higher vibrational. When we're in worry or sadness or anger, anger's a tough one. We're bringing the vibrational level down. If we make it a concerted effort to say, who do I want to be? What is the best version of myself? Many of us were taught to worry, and that if by worrying we were helping the planet or each other. It does not. It does not help the world. We can mention anything that's got us kind of consumed and then let it go. Write it down, let it go. Write it down, burn it. Use the example of those bricks. Who wants to carry bricks in our backpack for our bodies? Bricks because we're carrying all the stuff that we own. Bricks about the worry that we have. Bricks about the emotional things that have happened to us. We're here for an experience on the planet. This life is an adventure. We've got to make it an adventure and make it our adventure, our own personal adventure of what do you want to experience and bring into this life that you have for however many decades you're here on the planet. This is your life. This is your time to be the best version of yourself. So look inside. I'd say, take a second. Is there anything in there that you'd like to let go of? And when you find anything that you'd like to let go of, acknowledge it. I mean, a lot of us have been programmed to worry or do these things that have made our world survive, but now it's too heavy and we can't keep going in that direction. So let's imagine that they're just clouds that lift up and that we get to, again, contribute, work hard, do the things we want to do, enjoy, live in joy like the Dalai Lama. Life isn't easy. It isn't for the weak. It's for the strong. And I want you and hope that you can be stronger, lighter, happier, live in joy, and help this world recover. Please. All right. The heavy bricks. No, the pretty bricks. They're pretty bricks, but they're heavy. That's the chapter 28. Just imagine that you're letting those things go. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're turning fear into courage, facing your fears, following your dreams. Thank you.